Hey guys, and thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the BH Cosmetics and Carli Bybel palette, the 14 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette. But I do want to start off by saying that this is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's not a tutorial. I'm not going to be showing you step by step how I get this eye look here, but it is going to be a review where I am demonstrating the eyeshadows. I'm not going to be showing you which shadows I use necessarily, but I will be using shadows and highlighters on my eyes while I'm giving you the review. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to start out by talking about the packaging. Now the packaging of this palette is like a cardboard material and it feels pretty sturdy, but there is a part on the side of the box where my nail dug into it. There was plastic around this and I had to take the plastic off to get into it, and my nail dug into the side a little bit. When you open it up, there is a mirror, which is nice. I always like having a mirror inside my palette. And then there are 10 eyeshadow shades and 4 highlighter shades. When I swatched these on my hand, they were beautiful, and I was so excited to try these out, and I've actually been using these shadows all week. Now I do want to say these shadows are powdery. When I dip my brush into them, I do notice that they are very powdery on the brush. I have to tap them off. They also are really powdery on my eyes, and they sometimes lead to some fallout, but that's not a deal breaker for me. I feel like a lot of eyeshadows have fallout when they're very buttery, very powdery, so that's not a deal breaker. I do notice that there are, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 matte shades, 5 matte shades, and 5 shimmer shades. Now I feel like there's more pigmentation for the matte shades than the shimmer shades. In the middle row, the first 2 shimmer shades, I've tried to use them and gotten literally no pigmentation. I've tried with Fix Plus, I've tried without Fix Plus, and after I really pack them onto my eyes, it literally looks like I have nothing there. Now today you will see me use the copper shade, which is the middle row, the 4th shadow. And there's really no pigmentation when I don't use Fix Plus, but there is a little bit more pigmentation when I do use the Fix Plus. I feel like when I blend these shadows, now blending is so important, you really want to blend your shadows, but the more I blend, the more the shadows disappear. I just really get no color payoff when I put them on my eyes. When I'm blending in the matte shades, I've used the deep cranberry shade, which is the last shadow in the top row, and I've used the deep shade, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, in the middle row, the very last shadow. I've used both of those. You'll see me use the deep one in the middle row today, and they just aren't as pigmented as I would have expected. There's not really any color payoff when I put it on my eyes, to be honest, and it's just really disappointing. Now there are so many people who rave about this palette. My friend Samantha from Samantha March, she actually just named this palette one of her top 10 back to school must-haves, and I've heard so many people really enjoying this eyeshadow palette, and I just don't like it at all. I feel like I don't get any color payoff from the shadows. Now I do use the first 2 highlighter shades to highlight my brow bone and inner corner, and I feel like those are really pigmented. I feel like the highlighters show up really well on my eyes. I have not used them on like my cheekbones or anything, but this palette's just really disappointing for me. I got this at Ulta. My friend Smegs picked it up for me. It was $14.99, and I just really wanted to love it. It was affordable. You can get it at Ulta. You get 10 eyeshadow shades, 4 highlighter shades, and you think to yourself, this is such a great deal. But then there was just not the color payoff that I was looking for. Now I do want to say, if you are someone in high school or if you are someone who is new to the beauty game, I feel like you could benefit from this palette. It would be really hard for you to mess up, to make a mistake. Everything's really easy to blend out. If you're in high school, your parents probably want you if they're allowing you to wear makeup, to have it be very natural. And I feel like these shades will give you a very natural look. They're kind of foolproof, like you're not going to mess up. You can put shadow on, it's going to look natural no matter what shades you use. Again, if you're a beginner, if you're just trying out, these are very natural shades. You're not going to have like a deep smoky eye that looks crazy, in my opinion, so you may appreciate this palette more. If you're someone who's very into makeup, a collector, you like to do a lot of different looks with this palette, I feel like you might be disappointed. For me, I'm really disappointed. I may end up giving this to my niece. I'm still gonna try to work with it. I mean, I've been wearing it for over 7 days. I've been wearing it every day. I've tried so many different looks. I just really wanted to love it, and I don't. It's just a fail for me. Now, there is one thing I wanna point out about this eyeshadow palette. I was actually looking on Instagram, and I saw that, I saw Samantha when she talked about it, bend this back, mine's really stiff, but I saw on Instagram a photo that BH Cosmetics had reposted of someone's palette, and this shade right here, excuse my broken nail, this shade right here looked very green in the swatch, in the eyeshadow palette swatch. This shade looked very green. And I noticed that one girl had commented and said, there's no green shade in the Carli Bybel palette. And so I looked at it and I was like, yeah, you know, I don't have a green shade either. And another girl actually commented back to both of us and said, yes, there is a green shade. It's the middle row, the very last shadow. So I went and got it again. And when I swatch this, mine is not green. Mine's a chocolate brown. I've used it in my eyes right here today. Mine does not come off as a green. Mine comes off as a chocolatey brown shade. So I don't know, if you have this palette and yours comes out green, please comment down below and let me know. But mine comes off as a chocolate brown. And I was actually talking with Samantha today. We were kind of going back and forth on I was going to say on Instagram. We were going back and forth on Snapchat, and I was like, you know, I just noticed that you put this in your top 10 must-haves for back to school, and, you know, I just really don't like this palette. And she was like, really? Like, I feel like I have such great pigmentation. So I'm starting to think that there are inconsistencies in this palette, and perhaps, maybe, hopefully, I just got a dud palette. I'm not going to go out and purchase another one to see, but I'm hoping for the sake of consumers and Carli fans and BH Cosmetic fans, I'm hoping for your sake that mine is just a dud and there are some inconsistencies. But again, I'm very curious to know what shade you have in your palette. Is yours green or is yours brown like mine? I don't know. So anyway, that's my review on the palette. I'm just really disappointed. It was a big fail for me. I'm really bummed out about that. But let me know down below if yours is more pigmented, if yours was a win. Please thumbs this video up. Please thumb this video up if you like review videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.